Hi there, I just finished reading most amazing book like ever, and I'm talking about this one, Crown of Feathers by Nicki Pau-Preto, and I have to say that this book it's so great, it's so amazing. I have completely fallen in love with this book, this idea, these characters, this plot, the world building, everything is amazing. I have to say that at the beginning of the book, it moves a little slowly because there's a lot of information coming to you because the author has created this amazing world, and as I said, her world building is amazing. She only hasn't created a world, but she also has created castles and has created how it works, different kings, queens, and a lot of a story about this world. So when you begin reading the book, all of this it's being fed to you by way of the characters because they are talking and they talk about this information or they think about it, and there is also letters and things that makes you fall deeper inside this world, and then you began to fall in love with this world from that moment. From the first page you fall in love with everything that involves this book. At least it's how it worked for me. At the beginning, as I say, for me it was a bit on the slow side because there's all this information that has to be communicated to you so that you can create this world in your mind and you can put everyone where it belongs: the Empire, the Phoenix Riders, the Queens, the kings, the queens, the warriors, everyone. And there's two sisters who are very important to the story, and you have to situate everything that has been going on with the world. So then you began the story, and you are following a character that's called Veronyka. And I have to say that this book it's told from 3 points of views. We are going to be told the story by Veronyka, that's one of the main characters, Tristan, who is also another one, and a soldier called Sep. These are going to be our main characters, sorry. We are going to find another one, but this one is a surprise, and I'm just letting you read the book and be as surprised as I was. And we find this world where there was Phoenix Riders, there were warriors who who ride the phoenixes, and it was amazing. It's like this new idea. I never seen anything like this book. And imagine, as you can see in the cover, fierce women riding phoenixes and defending the ideas, the world, the place, everything they believe in. And there is this break, this decision, and then we have the Empire, who's more like soldier-like, more like the things we know in war, soldiers and archery and swords and everything. And it's like these two things collide, and one of them kind of obliterates the other. So there is also these kind of people who have this power to talk to animals that are called animakes, and usually all the Phoenix Riders are animakes. So when Phoenix Riders are just obliterated by the Empire forces, animakes just have to go into hiding or they are sold as slaves. So we have this very divided society between the people who follow the Empire, who's more soldier-like, military-like, and the people who were following the Phoenix Raiders, who it's more like a wall of magic, of power, of fantasy. So for me that has been like, wow, amazing. And as I say, I love the idea of this amazing world that Nicki has created. And I have to say that, as you can see by the smile on my face, I just finished the book and I cannot process how good it is. But because, as I say, we're following these two sisters who couldn't be more different. We have Veronyka, who's kind of more trustworthy, and she's more kind and more sweet. And she has a sister called Val, and Val is like more cold, and she's a little bit manipulative, and she does something horrible in the first pages of the book. So Veronyka sets on her own. She wants to find more people like her, animakes, and also she wants to be a Phoenix Rider. She wants to have her own Phoenix, and she wants to help the Phoenix Riders just, to keep on going the battle and everything. So she finds her way to a place where she can try to get her dream to come true. I'm not going to explain anything more because I want you to be surprised as I was reading the book. We are going to find a guy who's called Tristan. He's the son of a commander, and he feels like he has a lot of expectations put on him, and that his father, it's very also manipulative, but in a different way, because he's always pushing him harder, but not, it's like some kind of tough love, you have to do that, because if not, you are not good enough, you know. Instead of saying, okay, you have done this, I'm proud of you, he's more like, okay, but you failed here, and you know, you failed here, here, here. So it's more like this kind of relationship. And then Tristan met a new apprentice, and they began this relationship, which is amazing. And we are going to follow Seb, who's a soldier from the Empire, and we are going to learn his secret. He's not exactly a soldier, well, he is, but he's hiding that he's an animake. So yeah, and he's going to find himself involved in some kind of resistance movement. And I'm not going to explain anything else, because I think that this book deserves to be read, to be savored, and to be felt. I don't know how to say it better than that. You have to feel this book, because it's so amazing. We are going to find relationship between people. We are going to see how power can corrupt or can destroy you. We are going to see what hope is about. We are going to see trust between people and animals. There was times in which I was reading this book and they were talking about the bond between the phoenix and the rider, and this thing where it's love and where it's nurture and where it's communication, and that's something unique. And I was looking at my dog and thinking, I know how it feels. So I have to say that I love the relationship that Nicki has put into words between people and animals. So people who love animals and what animals can give you back. And I love that this is center stage in this book, because I am an animal lover, so finding something like this in this book has been amazing for me. And I have to say that I'm surprised to see toxic relationships and the idea of overgrowing them, overcoming them, and being brave enough to say, okay, here it ends, this is me, you take me like I am, or you don't take me at all. I love that idea of overcoming who you are, or who you have been told that you are, and finding yourself and saying, okay, this is me, and I'm going to be true to myself, and I don't care what you think. Maybe this will be the end of my dream, of the life I know as of now, but I'm going to be myself. I love that idea, and I love the idea of second chances, of having been a person who has found himself or herself in the wrong track, but sometimes you are faced again with a second chance to rewrite your story, and I love that. I have to say that this book is amazingly narrated. I love how the different chapters are narrated by one or another character. I love everything that of these characters. All of them have their own voices. All of them are created amazingly well. They could be alive, really. It's amazing the job that Nicki has done with the characters, because they are completely incredible. I have loved every one of them. Even secondary ones, and I have loved this story between the sisters, and I have loved the story between the riders and the phoenixes, and I have loved the world building, and I want more, I need more, I want more. I know there is a second book that's coming like in February, and I cannot be more excited. I don't know why it took me so long to read this book, because I love it. I mean, really, if you are wanting to read something different, something unique, and if you're a fan of fantasy, of new worlds, of amazing world building, of amazing creation, amazing characters, amazingly well writing books, this one is for you. Really, I cannot recommend it enough. Just grab it, because you are not going to regret it. So, thank you for watching. Bye!